Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. NFL Week 7. Whew. Getting there. Don't know if it's too early to look at playoffs. Playoffs! They're who we thought they were. Some of the great sound bites we've had over the past when it comes to talking playoffs. Here we are, not quite halfway through the season. It's already playoff, you already kind of look at what's playoff picture and everything. So on Thursday night, we have the 1-5. The 1-5 Chicago Bears versus the 3-2 Green Bay Packers. Everyone in Green Bay, follow me, relax. R-E-L-A-X. Breathe. You're 3-2. Aaron Rodgers isn't quite Aaron Rodgers right now, but you gotta relax. It'll be okay. Just listen to Aaron Rodgers. He'll tell you that. Green Bay favored by 9 at home, over under a 46. This is the game that we'll look back at the end of the year and realize Aaron Rodgers was right. All you gotta do is relax, calm down, it'll all be alright. Chicago sucks. So the defense will be pretty good against the Bears. The Bears' defense is really bad. So Green Bay's offense will be okay. They'll win this game. They'll cover the 9, under on the 46. A nice little win. Get to 4-2. Currently there are 6 teams in the NFC, either 3-2 or 3-3. So you kind of need this win to kind of stay, in the playoff picture. Then the Bears would go to 1-6. They're only one game out of the worst record, so they get a really good draft pick. So there you go, win-win for everyone. Next, we have the London game. It's in Trinlin, whatever stadium. It's the first game at this stadium. It's a rugby stadium normally. We have the 3-3 New York Giants versus the 3-3 Los Angeles Rams. Like I said, there's 6 teams in the NFC that are either 3-2 or 3-3. Here's 2 of them. Giants are favored by 2.5. LA is considered the home team here. I have LA winning, covering the 2.5 and under on the 44. Next, we have the worst team in football, the Cleveland Browns at 0-6. They're on their way to get that number 1 draft pick versus the Cincinnati Bengals at 2-4. Cincinnati favored by 10. Now, you gotta wonder. There's 4 teams at 1-5, and the Browns are 0-6. Are they going to purposely lose the rest of the season so they ensure to get that number 1 draft pick? And if they do, who would be the number 1 draft pick? Is it Leonard Fournette? Is it Deshaun Watson? Exactly who is it? Will it be a quarterback? Will it be a running back? Cincinnati, I have winning, covering the 10 and under on the 45.5. Next, we have the Washington Redskins at 4-2 versus Detroit Lions at 3-3. Detroit's favored by 1 at home. I'm actually taking the Redskins this week. I got the Redskins winning. They got giving them the 1 point, so they'll cover the 1, taking under on 48.5. Next, we have these. I don't say surprising, but we have the 4-2 Oakland Raiders. Currently in the AFC, any team that's 4-2 or greater are in the playoffs. So Oakland would be in the playoffs if the season ended right now. Versus the 2-3 Jacksonville Jaguars, which really, I picked the Jacksonville to be an AFC wildcard team. Jacksonville's favored by 1 at home. I'm giving that 1 to Oakland. I have them winning on the road, covering the 1 and under on the 48.5. Next, we have the 2-3 New Orleans Saints versus the 3-2 Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 6.5 at home. Then winning, covering, and under on the 50. Next, we have the Buffalo Bills at 4-2 versus the Miami Dolphins at 2-4. Buffalo favored by 2.5 on the road. And then winning, covering, and under on the 44.5. Next, we have the Baltimore Ravens at 3-3 versus the 1-5 New York Jets. What team is worse than the Jets right now? Who's the Jets quarterback? Well, obviously Ryan Fitzpatrick's playing like dog shit. Then you have Geno Smith, who did he play like dog shit before they signed Ryan Fitzpatrick? Oh yeah. And then you had Geno Smith getting in a fight in the locker room last year, getting his jaw broke. He's going to run your team, or the rookie Bryce Petty. Or I think they have a 4th quarterback on their roster. Jets are in shambles. They might as well just lose out, get the second or 3rd pick in the draft, and go get you a quarterback like, I don't know, Deshaun Watson if he's still on the board, or Leonard Fournette or whoever's out there. Baltimore favored by 2 on the road. I've been winning, covering, and under on the 45. The surprise, the 5-0 Minnesota Vikings versus the 3-2 Philadelphia Eagles. Are the Vikings who we think they are? Without Teddy Bridgewater, without Adrian Peterson, probably one of the, if not the number one defense in the league, one of the top defenses in the league, 5-0. How will the rookie Carson Wentz play against the unstoppable 5-0 Minnesota Vikings defense? I don't know. Minnesota's favored by 2.5. I had them winning. I had them covering, thinking over on 48.5. I think Carson Wentz, yes, Philadelphia loses, they'll go to 3-3. But I think this is a big test for the kid. See where he's at and see how he plays. Next, we have Minnesota winning, covering, and over on the 40.5. Indianapolis 2-4 versus the 3-3 Tennessee Titans. Whew. Colts are kind of rough to watch right now, aren't they? I know I got Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton on my fantasy team. I'm a fan because of that. I do want them to win. I mean, the Colts need to be relevant. They need to be good. Mariota in Tennessee, Tennessee's favored by 2.5 at home. I had them winning. I have the Colts. I'm giving the Colts the 2.5. Got the Colts winning on the road, covering the 2.5 and over on the 47.5. Next, we have two teams going in opposite directions. We have the 2-4 San Diego Chargers versus the 4-2 Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta's favored by 6.5 at home, with an over/under of 53. The way Atlanta's offense has been playing, it's greatest show on turf-esque. But I have them winning, covering the 6.5 and under on the 53. Next, we have the 2-3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the hapless 1-5 San Francisco 49ers. I'm not sure which team is worse, the 49ers or the Browns. Tampa's favored by 2 points on the road. I've been winning, covering, and under on the 47. There are currently 4 teams in football with 1-5 and 1-0-6. So I think these teams are battling for the worst spot to get the best draft pick. AFC Conference Championship preview: the 5-1 New England Patriots versus the 4-2 Pittsburgh Steelers. New England favored by 7.5 on the road. I don't know how Belichick gets his team ready week after week. 3-1 without Brady. 2-0 with Brady. Brady's had the best 2 games totals any quarterback has ever had in their first 2 games of the year. New England wins. They cover the 7.5 and under and over on the 46. Next, we have an NFC West matchup on Sunday night. We have the Seahawks at 4-1 versus the 3-3 Arizona Cardinals. I have Arizona winning at home, covering the 1 point and over on the 42.5. And on Monday Night Football, we have a battle of 4-2s. We have Brock Osweiler and the 4-2 Houston Texans going into Mile High State against the Trevor Siemian 4-2 Denver Broncos. Brock Osweiler, is he worth the contract? I don't think so. 4 years, $76 million, $37 I think it is guaranteed. Wow. He ain't worth it. Good thing Denver let him go. I have Denver winning at home, covering the 7 points and under on the 41. So as always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show in the NFL Week 7. Stay tuned to the Robert Sports Show next week for a special CM Punk becomes best in the world. A tribute to one of the greatest world champions in WWE history. And unfortunately his one and only UFC failure, UFC 203, the great CM Punk. Because remember, straight edge means I'm better than you. Thanks for watching. Don't just have a great night. Have an American night.